Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hello, I am with George, who came fourth. He's waving. Look at this guy. Came fourth with was it pure Spright?
It's more, yeah, it's pure Spright.
Pro Spright, yeah. He's going to show us the depth profile. WCQ Regional Harlequins. Not plugging that in there, obviously, but you know.
Got fourth place overall. So I was playing 3 blue, 3 jet, obviously. The searchers, best names. 1 red, 1 carrot.
This is like a standard Spright.
Yeah, it's just like the standard Spright ratios, really. I don't think they ever play more than these. Obviously, sometimes you can play pixies, but it's not very good. I don't think. Playing the nimbles. Played 3 beaver, 2 angler. Yeah, gets 2 level 2s on board. Works really well with sprint. Yeah. And then I was playing, so the build I was playing was like mannequin cat control kind of, so the main game 1 Wincon is this bad boy,
Oh my god. And let's try and get this.
Yeah, so he's basically Necrovalley on legs. Really good against tier. And I played against 5 tier out of my 7 rounds, so obviously this was a really good choice. And then I was playing a bunch of hand traps as well. I was playing, obviously this is the big one really, I was playing 3 shifter in main deck.
Main in the shifter.
Yeah, so the idea is, if I'm going second against tier and I see this, we drop it and we can kill them through Baguska if they make it. And if they don't make Baguska, we still kill them if they're playing under shifter. And if we see it going first, a lot of the time we're not going to use it if we see it going first. We're just going to set up the standard end board, and the standard end board is usually enough to beat them without it. And then for actual hand traps I was playing 3 Ash, and then I was playing all 9 Bestials, 3 Juris, 3 Magnum, 3 Sarnia. Obviously, really strong against tier, but they're also strong against a lot of other rogue decks. Like I played against Sword Soul, it's pretty good against them. Stop them getting like Ecclesia back and stuff in the end phase and all that. Then on to spells, obviously playing 3 starter. It's just like 3 more copies of blue basically. Most of the time you're just summoning blue off this. But obviously you can go blue, add jet add this, use it to get like carrot or red out, which is pretty good sometimes. And then we're playing smashers, just the 1. I played 2 for a while, but I'm only playing 1 in this list. And then we're playing Gamma Burst in main. So obviously because we're playing the shifter, we kind of need a way to kill before it wears off. So this just makes that so much easier. Otherwise you probably wouldn't be able to do it against most tier end boards. And then we're playing 3 Pop Prosperity. This helps dig for like the interruption you need. For example, like it can dig for Imperm, it can dig for starter, it can dig for a Bestial, dig for one of your Nimbles, whatever you need to get your board finished through whatever interruptions your opponent may have going second, or it just helps you guarantee that you're going to have your good end board going first. And then I'm playing 3 Imperm, just the last hand trap I'm playing. And double cross main, it's 41 cards in main deck. 41st card is probably smashers. I would probably think about maybe cutting it. A lot of the times when I would have added smashers, if I'm going second I'm adding Gamma Burst, if I'm going first I'm adding double cross. So it might be a card that ends up getting cut. Just to bring us down to 40. Then for extra deck, playing 2 elf. Very oddly, never summoned this once I think all day. I like more often than not I was banishing these off Frost than I was actually summoning them, because we don't actually use them in the end board. This guy though, thinking about maybe playing a second one. This is like the most powerful card in the end board. Obviously you use it, you send your angler, puts 2 bodies on board, lets you make an XE, lets you make another link. and it's part of your own board because you leave it on board, and then when your opponent special summons a monster, you can detach from one of your Exceed monsters that you finish on to return it to the hand. It's really, really good. Played Dark. Obviously, it's just good at the moment. There's a lot of really powerful Dark monsters around, like your Magnamuts and stuff that your opponent might mill from themselves, and if they don't mill them, obviously you don't make this. Obviously, all the tier names are also Darks, so that can come up sometimes. Then playing Phoenix, just a good link too. A lot of attack. Also pops a spell on trap if we need it to. Playing Cerberus and Virus Swordsman. So these two, mainly playing them as outs to Baguska. Because like I was saying, if we shift our opponent, a lot of the time, if we're playing against tier, they're going to make Baguska. If they make it in the main monster zone, we pop it with this, and then we kill them. If they make it in the EMZ, we summon this, we beat over it, and then we set up like Mannequin Cat Gin Buster in second main phase, and that's like usually enough to guarantee the win. We're then playing 2 Gigantic. This, you want to resolve this before you get any darks into your graveyard, so doing this as fast as possible is like really good. So a lot of the time you just go like normal Beaver, summon Angler, make this, and that'll be your first play. And then this gets you full combo because you summon Blue, summon Jet, add all your cards, you know what you're doing. Play Soul Sweeper. I didn't summon this all day, but I think it's a good one to play. It's got a lot of attack, so it's pretty good for like beating over your opponent's monsters under Gamma Burst. And also, the Banish comes up sometimes. It's useful to like help force out negates and stuff. Like it's good to clear like an elf that your opponent has made on tier, or clear a Ruthless. Playing this guy, really, really good. I only summoned him once, but the one time I did, he did win me the game because it meant that my opponent couldn't play after Shifter had worn off. This is the main goal of the deck. The entire reason I'm playing this deck is Mannequin Cat. I might play another one instead of like one of the elves or something. This card is really, really good for against tier because you summon your End of Anubis from deck, and that usually is going to win you the game as soon as your opponent puts a body on board. And if you don't summon End of Anubis off it, say you're playing against something that isn't tier, as soon as they put a dark on field, you can summon like Jet or Blue from deck to add follow-up, or you can summon like a Bestial from deck to add more Bestials in your own phase. So yeah, just good. I'm playing this guy for helps for cheeky ATKs, and he's also the best pilot for these guys, which I never summoned all day, but I probably wouldn't cut them because I don't know, they come up, good cards and all that. Then side deck was weird. I played 15 spells, and a lot of the time you were siding in like most of these cards. So I played 3 Zombie World. The idea was obviously to bring this in against Flunder, but after playing with it, I would probably cut it for like a generic board wipe, like I don't know, Dark Hole, Raigeki, something like that, and choose to go second against Flunder. Because if I choose to go first, really this is the only card that I can side in against them, and I don't know, there's not enough stuff I can side in to get rid of my dead cards. So you brick quite a lot going first against Flunder if you choose to post siding. And then we play 3 Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, good against spells and traps. Obviously these also help clear a lot of boards that rely on a lot of link monsters, and Flunder, they kind of lose to this if you see it. Playing then I'm playing a bunch of like steel cards. I'm playing 3 enemy controller, 1 Change of Heart, 1 mind control. So
a lot.
Yeah, because all of your link monsters are like pretty generic. It's like 2 monsters including a level 2, or 2 monsters including a dark. These are basically just unconditional removal. You just nick an opponent's monster and then link it off, or nick an opponent's monster and I don't know, just beat over one of their own things with it. Like I had games which I won by going like Change of Heart, take a thing, use its effects, pop another thing, stuff like that. Like taking like using like Change of Heart, take a Baron, force it out and then negate. If they don't negate it, you pop their other board. It's just insane. So, and then last 3 cards for 3 talents. Again, kind of another stealer. but obviously it's also Pot of Greed or Confiscation, which are pretty good cards I've heard, so yeah. Like I said, only real change I'd make, cut these for probably Dark Hole.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, George,
No
for
problem.
that profile.
Thanks for watching.